This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, we are playing Pirate Song. At least that's what I call it, because we have a Song of Creation. And we win with Glinthorn Buccaneer, the Minotaur Pirate. The combo of the deck is that with Song of Creation on the battlefield, whenever you cast a spell, you draw 2 cards. With Glinthorn Buccaneer on the battlefield, whenever you discard a card, Glinthorn Buccaneer deals 1 damage to each opponent. So, when you have Song, and you have a bunch of cheap spells, some that might even cost 0, you can draw most of your deck. If you have a Glinthorn Buccaneer on the table, at end step, when you have to discard that deck, you will deal that much damage to your opponent. So that is what the deck is all about. It's just a combo with Glinthorn Buccaneer, Song of Creation, and in order to inflate the hand artificially, we have some cards that cost 0. Basically, Rosethorn Acolyte is the adventure mode is Season Ritual. It makes a mana of any color, so it replaces itself, essentially costing 0. And Stonecoil Serpent also can be cast for 0. Now, one of the fun little combos or ways to go off in this deck if you're low on resources or need an absolutely massive hand because your opponent gained life with something like a Zenith Flare is you can play Underworld Breach. And if you have a Stonecoil Serpent in your graveyard, you can basically exile 3 cards from your graveyard to play this for 0 and then draw 2 cards. Then this goes back to the graveyard. Rinse and repeat until you've exiled your whole graveyard. Now, because of that, we want to add a few cards to our graveyard, not too many, because there is a balance in running out of cards and decking ourselves versus using Underworld Breach. So we have Merfolk Secret Keeper to give the graveyard a little boost so that our Stone Coils can come back a few extra times. It's not about doing infinite damage, it's about doing just enough. And it's a very fun tightrope to walk to try to figure out, well, how many cards do I need in my hand for the Buccaneer? How many cards are left in my deck? How many cards do I need in my graveyard to bring Serpent back over and over? Some of the other spells in the deck are Ramp because you actually want a lot of mana to make this happen. Ideally, you'll be able to play the Song of Creation, untap with it, but if you don't get the opportunity to do that, you need to play Song of Creation on the same turn as a Buccaneer and probably at least cast 3 or 4 other spells, including Underworld Breach. So you need a lot of land, which is why we run 28 freaking land. And we have Grazer and Growth Spiral to build up that mana quickly. It also helps facilitate the backup plan. If you have a bunch of mana, just crank out a big Stonecoil Serpent, or play Glinthorn Buccaneer and attack and use the discard ability to discard a bunch of cards and damage the opponent that way to put them on a clock. This might get them to loosen up so that you can strain their resources, potentially win a game. All right, I think I've talked about the combo in the deck. It's very fun to see in action, much more fun than a Thassa's Oracle version, which is why I'm playing this version. When you win with Thassa's Oracle, you play it, a trigger goes on the stack, and the opponent's head explodes. Ta-da! Fun the first time. Gets monotonous pretty quick. When you play a Glinthorn Buccaneer, have a handful of cards that you drew a Song of Creation, and go to your end step and discard your hand, a million Glinthorn Buccaneer triggers go on the stack, enough to put a Cavalcade of Calamity deck to shame, and then it's like rapid fire shoot their face. So that is the thing that has me playing this instead of Oracle, the fun. You guys can talk in comments all you want about optimizing the deck. I welcome that, go for it. But I'm doing it this way for fun. You should try it sometime, Mr. Serious Wizard who leaves me how I should build every deck in every comment. Anyway, since you guys liked it so much, I'm going to tell you, Cool Kids Intro Club. You guys, you stayed. You watched the intro. You didn't just snipe the deck list and turn off the video. A lot of people do that, like about 25% of people do that. You didn't skip the intro to go to the first game. About another 25% of viewers do that too. You watching this right now, you are a CGB Cool Club kid. Congratulations. Now go out there and be cool. After the video. No song, but maybe we'll draw one. Do I want to shock to play a Grazer already, when I could probably play a Grazer next turn, not hurt myself, and get a lot of the same effect? I think I answered my own question. Birth of Meletus. If our opponent's going to play Interaction, or Elspeth Conquers Death, that kind of thing, then we want to be very careful about when we deploy the Song and the Buccaneers. We will opt when the time is right. At this point, we need to draw a Song. If we draw a Song, stuff could happen. Is that all you got? Okay, they've got something. If they're playing Dovin's Veto and the like, then there's just no reason to play this game, but, you know, we try. Maybe they'll tap out for something and get impatient. There's no reason to deploy anything, really. We could play a Serpent and try to beat them down. Yeah, maybe that's going to be the play. Just try to apply some pressure. Oh, they're tapping low. They could have a Mystical Dispute.
Show us you're alive.
No Mystical Dispute. Let's thin the deck before we untap. Alright, it's time for the awkward plan B. Big freaking serpents. Big snakes. That's the plan B. Hey, Teferi decks might have trouble. Can't hit it with Elspeth Conquers Death, we all know that.
My assistants are painfully.
Okay, that is a play you can make. Is this a Winota deck? It appears to be. Although you can't attack with the walls, so maybe it's a Luca deck instead. Hello, Song. Can we go off? We can certainly try. We'll have 2 more land drops. We can play a Buccaneer. We can't play 2. If the opponent answers the Song, we're probably in trouble, but we're no different than where we just were. So, might as well. Let's start here. Second Song. Ooh, it can probably only answer 1. That's always the other option, right? We do still need to hit an untapped land to play the other Song. Okay, that should do. But we won't be we will get to play another land. We'll still play another land. So hopefully we hit another untapped land. And we'll need it to be blue. So let's take the green here. So we need to draw into another untapped land to play a Merfolk Secret Keeper. Otherwise we do have a Rosethorn Acolyte to start the engine next turn. Ooh, we draw a Rosethorn here. Alright. Drop them off. But next turn, we'll probably untap with a Song. That might be good enough to do it with some fortunate draws. Clear the mind, sure. The graveyard isn't that important. Teferi, annoying. They bounce the Song, we replay a Song. We still probably untap with 2 Songs next turn. And now the attack comes. Grazer off the top. Second Song. Draw 2. There's an Underworld Reach. Season Ritual. Usually blue is what you're after. And away we go. See how much damage we can do. In the decks as we go. Don't know why I have all the red sources in the deck. Maybe that's something to tune. 3 red sources seems like a lot. And the opponent wants to scoop it away. They didn't get to see the beauty of the Buccaneer. I guess they saw me discard 1. This hand is fine. We don't have a song. So I could mulligan it to try to hit one, but we do have the early ramp. We have the Rosethorn Acolyte, which is a key piece of the song puzzle. On the draw, mulliganing once for a song seems fine because obviously the Secret Keeper isn't going to do much. Okay, nice. So what do we keep? What do we ditch? We could ditch the Opt because otherwise our hand is pretty good. If we just draw two lands, we can go Grazer into something, into Song, into Acolyte, and then have the Acolyte to start the party the next turn. That's not bad. If the opponent, of course, doesn't kill it. Don't you mess with my song. A Plains. A Fox. It's cycling. Alright, well, let's get ready to block. Might cast one of these. We could just use it to produce the mana. It is a ramp card. On the bright side, the cycle deck probably isn't going to interfere with us. On the downside, they're probably going to attack us a lot. So we won't have a lot of time. Oh, we're going lifelink, baby. We're going lifelink. Oh, you attack for that life. Yeah. You're gonna need it when the Glinthorn runs wild on you. A second song is not really what we wanted to see there. Without crazy mana ramps, there's basically no chance we're going to get to cast it. It's going to end up in the graveyard. They didn't. There we go. Now we're cycling cards. I was starting to think the opponent may have forgotten how to cycle their cards. So I think we take this hit. We'll chump this thing at a future date. Wow. All right. So this is bad, but I can make a mana and then play the song, discard the hand, and then next turn this can start the party. And try to get this engine revved up. Temple of Plenty. What are they using green for, do you think? The new hot innovative cycling deck with green mana. Trample counters? Probably trample counters. Alright, Grazer. Good work. Take this one for the team. Now it all begins to fall into place. Cross your fingers. We definitely can't go off. We need to do another setup turn. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, this can set us up. We might just be dead. I'm sure we're dead. Well, we hit a blocker, so... Well, if we draw another land, then we get a few... I guess, how aggressive should I be here? I have to be really aggressive, right? I have to draw into another land and get to play this Secret Keeper. Oh, it's a pain land. Well, we can play a 0. That'll get us some land. But yeah, we haven't had the mana running. We have to have more mana. Spin up. Okay, we found some untapped land that isn't going to hurt us. So, a blue to play a blocker, a green to play a blocker. Yeah, let's do the Grazer for sure. I think I still have another land drop after that. Oh no, there goes a Buccaneer. There go both Underworld Breaches. That's tragic. Well, you do what you gotta do. Play the 0-4. Let's see if the opponent can kill me. No more Glinthorn Buccaneers. Alright. There's only 23 cards left in the deck. Our opponent's at 30 life. This looks impossible. This looks impossible. Impossible. But we do still have 3 Buccaneers in the deck. I think I can resolve 2 of them with the mana that I have. No, we only have 2 left. So we have to get both Buccaneers on the field, not deck ourselves, and maybe we can do 40 damage to our opponent. If we get our whole hand into, our whole library into our hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have an Underworld Breach though to just play the zeros. Yeah, this is going to require something crazy. Down to 5. Alright, every mana is important. Because it's going to take 6 mana just to play the Buccaneers. Alright, the opponent cycles, they say kill me. We only get 1 shock land now because of that point, so that could matter. I guess these could potentially make red. How many are left? There's 1 in the graveyard and no Underworld Breach, so we can't make enough red to play another Buccaneer. Oh yeah, there's only 2 anyway. What am I talking about? There they are, though. Alright, we'll do red. Buccaneer. 14 cards. Buccaneer. Six cards left in the deck. We draw 2 for every spell that we play. So playing 1 spell gets us up 2 more cards. Alright. We don't want to get another card out of our hand. I guess the opt gets another card into our hand, so we'll do the opt. One card left, so we can't play anymore. Alright. We could attack with both. That would get 2 points through, but then the opponent could block and kill one. So, end of turn. And let's see how much it is. Add it up. It's 37 exactly? Unreal. That can't be right. No! The last trigger was the other song discard trigger. No! The 1 card. The 1 card. Ugh. So brutal. So frickin' brutal. I always make fun of people for playing cards like Clear the Mind. Just win with your combo. I sure could use one here. Sure could have used one. I couldn't have played it anyway, actually, right? If I'd played like 2 lands, I would have died anyway. Yeah. My logic isn't completely flawed. Why? Why are you being like this? Why are they being like this? Well, no song, but got a Buccaneer. Can get that onto the battlefield and see where it goes. Our hand might be a little bit slow. Triome. I don't really know what turn 2 is. I guess Fabled Passage and Opt. And then turn 3 Buccaneer, and then turn 4 Song, and happy, happy life. Breach. Sure. Now we can opt first. If we find another land. But I think we're digging for Song. I want another land, but I want to be closer to Song even more. Alright. So we can play this tapped now, and then play this next turn, and then this will be untapped anyway. Archide Troll. Alright, pretty good draw. Let's us Buccaneer. Love-struck Beast. Alright, the opponent's going to make large things. We might play an Acolyte next turn. Ooh. Ooh! What have we here? Alright. Well, we can do some setup. We can definitely do some setup. Will the opponent remove it? Doesn't really matter. We don't have ramp options necessarily. The Underworld Breach isn't going to do much for us from this spot anyway. Song of Creation. A2 Life. Season Ritual. Let's make another green. Yeah, because we drew another Rose Thorn. We could hit a Grazer, which I guess is the main target here. Oh my. I don't think it's possible to actually go off from here, is it? That would be crazy. I don't have enough zeros in my deck for that, do I? Oh my goodness. I mean, but it's gonna hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. If my deck were all zeros, I could go off from here. That would be basically the perfect draw. But then your deck is all zeros. And Rosethorn Acolyte basically functioned as one, so it did a good job. But this is going to be a lot of damage regardless, and then we get to start the party again with Rosethorn Acolyte next turn. And if we find our other Underworld Breach, the game is basically over. Take 9. There's a Resolve All button. I hope you use it. Now, if the opponent has Rabid Bite or something, they need a way to kill this Buccaneer. I think they know that now. Maybe they'll find a way to kill the Song. Green does have plenty of enchantment removal options. Nope. Pass. No, doesn't want to see any more of that. Yep. We don't have ramp, but we got the Bucks. The Bucks are here. Another Rosethorn. So I think, I mean, I don't know. I need to either get blue or red, but I guess a Rosethorn can actually fix my mana for me. Let's just go get a blue. Make sure that we have it for later. If one of these had been a Grazer, would have been very interesting. Alright. Tap land, tap land. Growth Spiral, how about that? How about that card? What a card. Sultai. What's Sultai up to? Polywog Symbiote. Ooh. Mutations? Okay. Parcel Beast. Seems fun. My own Grazer. Well, you're a little late to the party. Let's make a red mana. Without question, we want to deploy these Buccaneers. No reason to attack, though, into the 2/4. Next turn, we can fetch another red source, play the Buccaneer, and then hopefully go a little Song of Creation nuts the following turn. We'll need to draw another land, but seems doable. Okay, here comes Starix. It's a race. It is a race, and we didn't draw any ramp. So we might just be dead next turn. See if everything goes the way of the opponent. He hit another. They hit another Starix. All right, 2 6/6s. That's all right. That seems good. No attack. Wants to use the ability. I love it. All right. Let's go get another red, play the Buccaneer, and then opt for another land. All right, we need to find land off the top, then another land, and just go off and draw enough zeros to get there. And we need the opponent not to beat us this turn with like End-Raise Forerunners or some crap. We are at 20. Here comes stuff. Uro. All right. Their build is very value-based, so maybe it's not as combo-y, but we're about to find out. This is what it's all about. Okay, Nissa, sure. Liliana.
Your corpse will volunteer.
They minus the Lilianas. I will just cry. That'll be all she wrote. So that would be weird at this point. Yep, they're starting to go off. This is whenever it mutates, lose X life, where X is the number of times the creature mutated. Yeah, that could burn us out. That could definitely burn us out, and they have one. It looks like it's over. It looks like the opponent went first and we lost. At least that's the impression I'm getting. We're at 15. They can attack for 12. Okay, come on. Come on. Yay, Song of Creation in the opener and a ramp spell. Let's freaking go. So next turn we can yeah, let's launch the Triome. I was trying to decide if I wanted to opt this turn and Growth Spiral next turn what I would take. I'd probably take land or Acolyte, Rosethorn Acolyte. Our opponent has Grazer. Alright, it's another ramp off. Just another competition of who will ramp the hardest. Yes, well, I'll do this now. Say go. Paradise Druid, sure. Glinthorn Buccaneer, good. Good, good, good. Play this. Throw it back to the opponent. Try to find land with Opt. Maybe I'd keep a Rosethorn Acolyte as well, but we definitely want the next 2 land drops off this song. Should be reasonably likely with the Stonecoil Serpent handy. I guess I'd keep another 0 too. Everybody about that mutate life all of a sudden. Remember when everyone said mutate was a bust? Now everybody's about that mutate life. You're gonna want more land though. Don't need another song here. There's no way I could get both onto the battlefield. There's an Acolyte. There's a Grazer. Do we go for it? Or do we set up a little bit more? Let's go for it. This is not a coward stream. Alright, Season Ritual. Add a mana. Let's make it another green. Alright, any blue or green untapped source is good. Yes. Wonderful. Alright. Grazer. Any land here is nice. Nice. Alright, put the Triome onto the battlefield. 2 life. Let's go venture deeper on you. I don't really want my graveyard. I don't want the wrong things to get stuck in my graveyard here, because we are going to need to go another turn minimum. Alright, your turn, opponent. Can you go off? So this is their turn 4. So that was our turn 4. So this, with some luck, should be able to pull out a turn 5 kill by going Buccaneer into Song. Spiral, Buccaneer, Song. Yeah, that was the sequence. Alright, let's start the party. We definitely want land, so that our Growth Spiral puts something into play. And we hit another Growth Spiral, and another Buccaneer. Sweet. Keep it going, keep it going. Do I have another land drop? I do. I can play another Buccaneer here for triple damage. And then how many cards does it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'd need one more playable to get there. On the other hand, I could do these, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, 7, 8, 9, which is enough. Okay, so I have it now. Alright. Yep, triple Glinthorn might have come up short if I didn't draw 0, but as long as I play the Secret Keeper, the Grazer, and the other side of the Secret Keeper, that was 18 damage from 2 Buccaneers. I don't really want the Breach. The Buccaneer is very nice to have if we can get the red sources. The Grazer can be nice to have, but we'd have to draw more land off the Opt. This is an awkward hand. We're against Gyruda, so we have to be pretty fast. I guess I'll keep it. Ugh. I don't love it, but I think that the play is going to be to Grazer into a tapped Fabled Passage. Then next turn opt into another land while cracking the passage afterwards. Ugh. It's gonna be rough. Passage needs to get a red. We need another red for the Buccaneer, and then we need to draw Song. Okay. Okay. We're hanging in there. I do need a 4th land, but Song is harder to find and more important, so I'm going to take another shot at drawing Song. Hello? Alright, this is somehow working out. Don't ask me how. I'm going to go get a red source now, because if we don't draw the land off the top, I do want to play the Buccaneer. Actually, I want to play the Buccaneer next turn anyway. That's absolutely the play next turn. Want it on the battlefield to try to get our opponent dead before we get Gyruted. Rosethorn. We might end up playing that next turn, just to have something in exile, but it doesn't ramp. Alright, get that attack in. Alright, can I get a land off the top? RNGesus, I've asked you for so much. I'm asking you again. Can I get an untapped source of mana off the top of my deck? Slow roll myself. Ha! Thank you, RNGesus. Do I play the Rosethorn first or second? That is a good question. If I hit an untapped green source off the Stonecoil Serpent, the Rosethorn might be 2 more cards, but I think it's too risky. And I need something to start the Song of Creation party next turn, because Gyruda's coming down. Ah, okay. Wouldn't quite have hit it, so I understand. This is fine. Now, if the opponent double blocks the Buccaneer, fine. Then they can't Gyruda. We may need the damage. We may need this damage. So here comes the big turn. Gyruda, Doom of Depths. The opponent might be able to mill us. So let's see what happens. And raise Forerunners. Cool. I can live with this. I'll take my 7, please. I should probably block with Grazer. Just to have it in the graveyard. For Underworld Breach if we draw it. Alright, big draw. Not great. Alright, big 2 draws. We need to keep the party going. Whatever we do, this party must not stop. I actually don't think I want to put either of these onto the battlefield. Because we need to end the game here. Alright. Throw Spiral. Come on. Need the 0s. Okay, there's an Acolyte, so we can put this down. Season Ritual. Come on. There's a 0. Suppose we'll make a green. Maybe it should have been a red to hit a Buccaneer off the top. But if we hit an Underworld Breach, we can do this. Okay, not quite there yet. Let's thin first. Get a blue, right? They're still blue. Alright, that's my last land drop. So we need to sneak out another one. Buccaneer, Secret Keeper, all this stuff. Is it going to be good enough? We're not quite dead on board, right? There could be another turn, but we have to get to 10 cards to kill them. Alright. Come on, again. Hit me with another 0. We need another 0. We need another 0. Didn't get there, everybody. So this is 8 damage. The opponent goes to 2. The land is coming in untapped, so don't get your hopes up for that. I'm trying to decide if I want to deal another damage. I don't think I'm going to get another turn. $22 cards. I'm sure the opponent can copy the Gyruda and wreck me. But we'll make them have it. What a thought. Spark double on the Forerunners. Man. So close. Well, can't send away my 2 best cards even if I don't have ramp. So, here we go. Scry to the top, sure. Buccaneer next turn. Our opponent on their own team or looking list. 2 Acolytes is pretty nice. Opponent with an opt of their own. They might be Wilderness Reclamation. Yeah. Gotta read that one over. This does what? Play Uro. Come on, Uro. Uro. Alright, they're holding mana up. That's not good. I guess I could discard some cards and deal some damage to them, make them respect the Buccaneer. Or I could play a Rosethorn Acolyte. Just thinking. Yeah. It definitely seemed like they just want to counter something or interact somehow. So we'll just shoot some damage their way. The problem with Wilderness Reclamation is you don't really get them to tap out ever, right? Once they play a Reclamation, it all goes downhill from there. But if we play Song of Creation and they play Brazen Borrower here, we're done. You know, there's no game. So I could deal them 4 points a turn and try to get them to respect this Pirate Minotaur. Okay, they tapped out. Underworld Breach. I can get back a Buccaneer. Maybe that's the play. That tap out there shows to me that they're not going to play a Wilderness Reclamation. If we play Song, a lot could still go wrong here. And we're not going to be able to play a Buccaneer this turn. So how many cards are in the graveyard? We need one more. Hello. Perfect. Get the red because we need it. We're back. Now they're at 10. All right. Respect my Glinthorn Buccaneer, darn you. There it is. There it freaking is. So, I think we just keep on trying to kill them with the Buccaneer. We're never going to get them to tap out. Or maybe I go for the Song. Yeah, I think we go for it now or never, right? Okay. Cool, man. Lame. Alright, we didn't draw another Song. Alright, well, all we can really try to do is burn them out. This at least makes them make a play to do some shark stuff. Brazen Borrower. Gross. Enough of that. We might be using a Grazer, though. There's an Underworld Breach. I mean, it's not going to resolve, right? I guess we could see if this resolves. Then play a Grazer, and next turn maybe Breach. That resolved. Alright. A bunch of land, an Underworld Breach. There are possibilities in this world. Of course, if the opponent's last card is an explosion, we're wrecked. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't think they got something. All right. YOLO. They should have been scrying. They might have set up a counterspell, but instead it's a land. It's real. All right, it's real. need the perfect cards. The opponent's only at 6. We need to get up to 6 cards in hand. So what do we make? Do we make green? Do we make blue? I think we get to draw first. Okay, we can make green. And we draw a 0, which is what we need. Growth Spiral, I think we just want critical massive stuff. Like, Growth Spiral's an option here, but I don't think it's where we go. Alright, big one. I think I still have a land drop, though. That's good. That's good. The opponent now trying to use their castle. Alright. So they can basically pass and see if I can kill them. 2 to the top. Oh boy. I'm guessing they had some good stuff handy. Alright, do I still have an island? I still have an island in the deck. That will fill the graveyard too, so that we can recast a Stone Coil. Which should be good enough on its own here. Alright, there you go. 7 cards in hand, 6 life. To the end step. Buccaneer. Take that, Team Wreck. That win over Team of Reclamation has me feeling strong. So we're going to play 1 game of Ranked. I ranked up yesterday to Plat 3, so I think that means I can lose a game today without deranking. This is not for the faint of heart. Oh my god, this hand though. This hand though. To the grazing. Oh, are we mono red? They don't interact with song at all. This is mono red. We play mono red, playing against mono red. Alright, we've got our land. Next turn we can play song, and then as long as we draw a non-land card somewhere, who knows what could happen. Well, would you look at these 1-drops? They are mono red, playing mono red, mono red, mono red. Actually, maybe we set up for another turn with the Secret Keeper, because we could play a Breach and cast something out of the graveyard, plus have this in exile. Alright. Venture deeper. Get more out of our cards. There's a Rosethorn Acolyte, which we could get into the Adventure Zone. If we tap correctly. So that just sets us up so that, you know, if our song fails, we got stuff. I could have played the Secret Keeper here, but I'd rather play it later, after the song. Always hard to say how much time we actually have against Mono Red, since Torbrand comes out next turn and we take 1,000,000 damage. Just part of the experience. We're at 20. We'll probably be at 0 next turn, but you can't say we didn't try. There's a green mana. We could play, yeah, and I think we will, play Merfolk Secret Keeper this turn. We could still hit another land, and maybe even a 1-drop. Okay. What do we make? Let's draw first. Okay, it doesn't matter what we make. We're out of plays. Oh my god, it's Mono Red. Look at Mono Red doing Mono Red things. There's so many Mono Red things happening. Oh my goodness. They just get so excited when Cavalcade does stuff. Yeah. So good. So good. Now they light up the stage. It's just amazing. So they have the red mana for their Torbran. It's... All right, top decks. Let's do top decks. Let's top deck perfectly. Let's get this. I want this game. That is a card. I'm going to need to play 2 Buccaneers, but I also think I'm going to need more blue mana. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Another song. Yeah, I guess I just go for that. Do I leave open blue-red? I think I leave open green because of Acolyte, right? Or do I have a choice there? I don't have a choice there, do I? No. On the bright side, we get another land drop. I don't think I have any more forests, though, so rip me. Rip me. And that's that. Time to lose. Alright, Torbran? Torbran? So, Torbran? Absolute no fun. Absolute no fun, gang. Yeah. Do the thing. Oh my god, I'm so amazing! Alright, I'm burning my other free ranked loss. Because who needs them? Gonna burn my other free ranked loss on this deck. This janky pile. Mulligan for song? I mean, we have Grazer Growth Spiral. So I don't think so. Will be Stonecoil Tribal. Stonecoil Tribal is coming for you. Well, you don't have any timeouts. It's too early in the game. Okay, cool. Nothing. They did nothing. And nothing part 2. Alright. I want to resolve my Buccaneer, but to make sure it resolves, I think we have to play around Quench. So maybe I should pass the turn and Growth Spiral, or maybe I should play a Stonecoil Serpent. Let's go for the Serpent. Nice big body to pressure them. Okay. They say that's fine. They must have a Brazen Borrower plan. So, is it Flash? I don't know. Is it? Or might still be Reclamation. Oh, some kind of Jeskai. I don't know, man. I don't know what these mages are doing. Do we try it again? Might be hard for them to kill. The other option would be to play an Acolyte. Oh, they're Winota. Some kind of Winota. They missed a land drop. Let's see if they curve out perfectly here. They must have the Winota. Straight. They play the Joiner of Forces. They attack like an absolute professional magician. They get Haktos, which the number is 3, and a Kenrith. I guess I block here and here. Seems good on their part. Song. Song. Play 0. All right. Let's do blue, I suppose. mill ourselves in case of a breach situation, but we still have to kill our opponent. I should have just played the 0-4, actually. That was a mistake. It's what I was thinking to do and then didn't do. Pretty epic. So block here, take 11, game. Ah, don't do it. Don't be like me, kids. Don't play this deck in ranked. And we are back to pass, verdict, and judgment. And it is not surprising after the end of that video that this is jank. Verdict, jank. It wasn't even jank week and you got a jank deck out of me. How about that? But it is really fun to watch the triggers go off. And not every day needs to be about the spikiest things in the meta. Don't worry. I'll be back with Loris, an agent of treachery, soon, because this deck, this channel does kind of embrace the evil nature of MTG Arena in a lot of ways. So, thanks for sticking with me and watching this video. As far as changes to make to the deck, do whatever you want with it. It's jank. You should play the cards that let you have fun. So, you don't need my recommendations. I don't really have any, to be honest. I don't want to play more zeros. They just do nothing in too many matchups. And I don't want to play more Underworld breaches. You could just cut the Buccaneers and play Thassa's Oracle. That's kind of lame, but there is a game I would have probably won with a Thassa's Oracle instead of Buccaneers. But you can do that too. It's for fun. Optimizing this, there's no such thing. The optimal version of this is a different deck. But that happens, and it's okay. Have fun. All right. So to wrap up the show, just a reminder, like and subscribe. Subscribing to the channel helps a lot. Comments of any kind help the algorithm a lot, and share this with more people, which helps me stay on YouTube with all of you. Also, please come out to my Twitch show. It is Monday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't have a lot of time to answer all of the questions that you may ask or have about my decks and my videos here on YouTube in comments, but I do make time at the end of every Twitch show to answer all kinds of questions. So if you have questions for me of all kinds of natures, you can bring them over to Twitch, and yeah, we'll make time for that. Monday's Twitch show is usually Meta Monday, where we talk about the decks that did well in the tournament metagame over the weekend. Tuesday is normally Viewer Tuesday, where I play decks that my viewers and my Twitch subs have created. Wednesday is kind of a free roll. I find something fun to do. And then Thursday is Deck Doctor Day, where you bring your deck lists, I look at them, I give suggestions and feedback, and just kind of share my thoughts on the deck with you. So that is the Twitch show. I hope you come check it out Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6 Eastern. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.